Hi guys, Diva Mama here. I am all prettied up today because it was my father's birthday celebration today. So we have waited. We are here with with Mama Kaboom, and we have already made our can of butter, and we are going to make some strawberry and blueberry smoothies. Finish it up. So I'm gonna get to that. Here, let me fix this. Go. So we thought this was my first time ever making canna butter. So we thought, unfortunately, that I had maybe burnt it. But when we saw today, it lightened up fairly well, and it is probably just going to come up with a nutty flavor. Again, I said this in the video when we were making the can of butter that the longer you cook it, the more nuttier the taste is going to be. So I'm going to get set up. Mama Kaboom, do you want to add anything?
Yeah, the most important thing to do with your butter is make sure that you constantly stir it. Walking away or turning even for a minute can sometimes be all it takes to burn it. So if you want to waste your cannabis flour and waste your time, just take the time to stir it constantly, and it's very much worth the effort. Your first try is really good, and you'll see as time goes that you just keep getting better and better.
Well, I did have my blueberries and my strawberries out, the frosting, but somebody had already put them back in the freezer. That's fine. So I do not have my recipe in front of me. We were not very much prepared today because it was a busy mommy day. I played mommy taxi the majority of the day. So, Mama Kaboom, if you give me the instructions, I will be your hand.
You want about 2 cups of ice. Oh, first, wait, we're getting ahead of ourselves. We've got to drain the water from the ganja butter.
Okay. Do I just take a regular strainer?
Um, what I do is I just take a butter knife and a paper towel.
Do I want to put a rubber band on the top of the bowl?
No, no, you won't need to. What you're going to do is you're going to run the knife around the edge of the bowl, clearing your butter from the edges. Then, because it's a round bowl, it's going to be kind of easy to like push around to the side a little bit and get a hold of it with your fingers and pull it up, put it on the paper towel to dampen the water off.
So just so you got, I can move things around so you can see what I am doing.
There you go.
Okay.
Beautiful. Now you can discard the bowl. It's no longer of importance.
For future reference, can I lick the bowl?
If you like, and it's totally feasible. I like the butter. You know, even a little bit of butter in your coffee, a good cup of canna coffee is really, really soothing for the stomach.
So that's what you were talking about with putting in your butter, the remnant,
No,
or coffee, in the coffee.
the flour, the leaf flour is
Oh,
often used in a lot of other recipes instead of just carting it all together.
oh, okay.
No, I'm talking about the butter itself. Like take it, it's made of milk fat, and so it's gonna whip up and blend up like kind of like you're trying for like the foam that you get in a fancy coffee shop.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Um,
So
so
now that we have this,
now we're ready for the smoothie.
all right.
Um, put 2 cups of ice in your blender, or approximately. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Well, I was very lucky to be loaned this wonderful blender from my mother, who is absolutely wonderfully supportive in what we're doing. And she does get fancy with it. You said 1 cup,
2 cups of ice.
so she has it measured, Spring, because mom's OCD about it. All right, here we go.
Now you want a cup of plain yogurt.
One cup.
Yeah.
In a usual kitchen, I'm sure you would have measuring, adequate measuring. But in this household, I can never keep things in the right place, and it's always never where it's supposed to be.
You're gonna laugh. I didn't read this recipe yesterday when we went through it, and we should have made the tea instead of the butter.
Right.
But we can still make it work just by melting some of the butter. I'm just not going to be, I haven't done the math, so it won't be as the exact strength as the tea in the recipe. But be sure when you post the video to post the recipes down below.
So I got my
Um,
1 cup. Do I want to put it in with the ice?
yes.
Okay, done deal.
So I want you to take, since you made a stick of butter last night, we want to take about half of what you made, and I want you to throw it in a cup and microwave it till it's melted. Keep an eye on it. You don't want to keep it in there beyond the melting point.
So I am literally just cutting it like a pizza.
Perfect.
Let's see if I have a cup. A bowl will work. Okay.
And like I said, the recipe I have written is for the tea, so I don't have the exact conversion calculated right this minute about like the butter versus the tea. So we're gonna guess with half of what you made. You can always add more or take some away, just depending on how you like it.
I'm not above licking a spoon.
It's really a good spoon to lick. I love the flavor of it.
I honestly was just enjoying the smell. My dad is not uh, cannabis friendly, and when he came to pick up some toys, not happy with the smell. All right, here we go.
It's your new perfume. Now you pour that into the blender.
No Febreze.
Um, you can start wearing pounds and pounds of patchouli for them.
We were talking about how we should put I should go over there and with some sage and burn some sage, because only negative people don't like sage, right? All right.
So after your butter's in, you want to add um, a quarter cup of blueberries and a quarter cup of raspberries. Technically, these can be any two berries that you like. They don't have to be blueberry and raspberry.
Yeah, so with this recipe, I tried to look for raspberries. This particular store I'm not a fan of, and they did not have raspberries. So we went with strawberries.
Most of the time, I would prefer fresh fruit for something like this. I like the frozen variety because you're making a smoothie. It's gonna adding the frozen fruit will make it give it more of the thick shake-like feeling. So I like the texture of the frozen fruit versus fresh fruit with this recipe.
All right, now
And then
am I ready for blending?
a half of a banana, and then you're ready to blend. You just want to kind of pulse until smooth, or like push the button for 20 seconds and then start pulsing until smooth. Technically, it's the best way.
Okay, so on.
Give it.
It's having some problems because of the frozen.
Uh,
Maybe put some milk, a little bit of milk in it.
well, yeah, you can use cream if you like, of any milk cream. Some people like a coconut milk or a nut milk. There you go.
Yeah, because I think it's having some problems with the frozen strawberry.
Sometimes it's easier to add your liquid at the bottom before the ice. I didn't think of that. It gives something for the ice to mix up into.
Yeah.
If it continues to do that, when it's turned off, put a spoon or knife in there and kind of mix it up and break it down a little bit and shove it down, and that'll give like the ice a whole new, or the blender, the blade, a whole new area to like blend up and start breaking down.
Well, it feels like it's pretty much. Let me mix it a little bit more. Now let me put the cream in there. She has a milkshake setting. All right. Now we don't do fancy very much around here, but I do have these fancy little glasses. I can find them. Just for occasions like this. Oh, is it ready for service?
Serve away, hon.
I've been waiting for this all day.
Now take a little taste and see how you like the taste. You might want to add more butter.
No, it's perfect. Mmm. Oh, Jesus Christ. So you can see right when you're pulling this out that it is very thick, first of all, very strawberry, and you can't smell the, this is the one thing that intrigues me about edibles, is that the majority of edibles that I've had since moving to a legal state, is that half the time you can't taste the candy. I had, the first edible I had, legal edible I had in Ohio, was this, uh, peanut butter, um, like, candy bar. And it literally tasted just like Reese's. I had to do a double take. Did I grab the right chocolate?
Well, if you know the right flavor combos, then you really can easily put it in there and it's natural in there instead of offensive.
So as you can see the little bits of cannabis in it. And give me a bit and I will tell you my review.